Hello guys, ever since the former leader of Igbo passed on, there is a common election about who will be the next Ohanaeze Igbo, who will be the next Igbo president. And then there have been some people that came out, some persons like Rotimi Amaechi and other persons. And then some persons have come out to give reasons why Amaechi is not fit to be the leader of Igbos. And they give the reason in this video I'm about to watch. But I like you watching this video to also air your views in the comment section. Who do you think is worth being the president of Igbo, that is Ohanaeze Igbo? Because now they said that Rotimi Amaechi is not fit. And they gave the reasons which you're going to watch in this video. And I think I'd like you guys to hear it yourself. And then you judge by yourself who is fit to be the next leader of Igbos. So now I'd like you guys to hear that video or that where the person that Rotimi is not fit to be the person there and gave his own reasons. So watch this video guys, and I'd like to hear your own views in the comment section.
This Ohanaeze election that is coming up now, I just say Rotimi Amaechi and his group are warming up to contest, and it's likely that he might win. Yes, but one thing I want to say is this. I know it's the right of the rivers, the Igbos in Rivers State, to produce the Ohanaeze chairman. But there is something we need to put in consideration. Consistency. All the candidates that are contesting, how are they consistent to the unification of the Igbo people? Rotimi Amaechi is a two-edged sword. Today he's an Igbo man, tomorrow is not. Is he the kind of person that you want to make your chairman? Can someone that will come out today and tell you I'm an Igbo man, tomorrow will tell you I'm not an Igbo man? Is that kind of person qualified to become a president general of Ohanaeze? You people need to put something like that in consideration. On several occasions, the videos are there. Amaechi have denied to be an Igbo man. Yes. And on several occasions, he has agreed to be an Igbo man. So he's a chameleon. He's not consistent. For me, he's not even qualified to contest. Not to talk of even becoming the Ohanaeze president. There are so many people that have been consistent, that have faced so many challenges for accepting their Igbo-ness. Yes, in that same equity, like the man, Barrister Uchechukwu Dimokoko. This man has faced so many challenges for speaking out the truth that Ikwere people are Igbo people. Some of those drunkards, Ikwere drunkards, that after taking drink, they forget who they are. They come out to tell they are not Igbo. Why bearing Igbo names? Have challenged this man in so many occasions to deny himself of being Igbo, and he remained consistent because he see himself that to be a stupid thing. He was also stupid after being a lawyer, going through school, studying so many things, to come and tell you that I'm not who I am again. It will sound so stupid to him. Understand? There are so many others too that are like him, that have never denied who they are. For one day, they have stand strong to say they are who they are. And most of them have been part and parcel of this Ohanaeze. Why bringing someone? I'm not even sure whether he has even attended Ohanaeze meeting for once to come and become your chairman. Don't even to come and contest. For me, Amaechi is not qualified. Yes, we want to unify the Igbo people. Yes, we need Igbo unification, but we can't do it on this other way. You are trying to unify the Igbos, yet putting the Igbo unity at risk. I'm telling you, this man that can deny today and accept tomorrow can also become the chairman and let the world know that this is not an Igbo organization, it's just a club. He will change Ohanaeze into a club. So he is not even qualified. You tell that this is just an organization, it's not even an Igbo organization, it's just a club. If he can deny himself today and agree tomorrow, deny again today, agree tomorrow, he is not consistent. Therefore, he's not even qualified to even come close, not even to talk of becoming the president of Ohanaeze. Because this Ohanaeze group is the only body that is binding the entire Igbo race together. So why bring a chameleon to come and contest? Are we forcing them to become part of us? We are not forcing anybody. If you say you are not Igbo, you are not an Igbo man, and you must change your name for who you are. Because bearing our name is an insult to us. Because you can't use our name to commit evil, yet you claim not to be part of us.
I want to let any Igbo person know, wherever they are today, that if any Igbo thinks that Ohanaeze Igbo is representing them at any level, at any forum, anywhere at all, I want that Igbo to go and sit down and think very deeply. Ohanaeze Igbo we are talking about, you are seeing, is nothing but a compendium of Judas. These are people that are nothing, they are the most dangerous set of people you can think of. Ohanaeze Igbo is not representing any Igbo anywhere at all. Rather, they are going to sell you off. They are going to betray you. They are going to conspire with the Fulani, understand, and then destroy all of you. Ohanaeze Igbo is not worth talking about. In fact, if you want to know them deeply, go and find out all the political leanings of the so-called members of Ohanaeze Igbo. right from the time of NPN. Go and find out. One by one. Follow them up. If you are making research, you understand what I'm talking about today. Go and find out their political linings, their political activities, what they have been doing in the past. These are the people you are talking about, representing you as Igbo. Igbo, I want to tell you that these men you call your leaders in Ohanaeze and Igbo are never your leaders at all. They are worse than Judas Iscariot. In fact, Judas Iscariot is an apprentice where they are. I am telling you nothing but the facts about it. In fact, the worst of all that's even prompted me, that propelled me to talk about now, is even the involvement of so-called Rotimi Amaechi. Rotimi Amaechi is aspiring for the office of president of Ohanaeze and Igbo. Rotimi Amaechi. Understand? This is somebody also. As I told you, go and find out about the Ohanaeze and Igbo very well. All the members, all of them, is a compendium of nothing but idiots, criminals, Judas, betrayers, people that will kill all of you. You see, Rotimi Amaechi is coming out, for the office of the president of Ohanaeze and Igbo. Somebody that will tell you that today is Igbo. Tomorrow he will tell you he is not Igbo. This and that. Nobody in life is worse than somebody who has the mind to deny his history, deny his ancestry, deny his lineage. Nobody in life is worse than that in life. Somebody can tell you, that it comes from where history has never recorded. No research can ever prove that it comes from that place. What would that person not do in life? If somebody can deny his ancestors, deny his ancestry, deny his lineage, tell me what that person cannot do in life. To anybody or do anything, just talk about it. You are talking about the same Rotimi Amaechi who was in so-called PDP and then later on, he jumped, or cross-carpeted, so as they put in Nigeria's political lexicon, to the so-called APC. That is the same man in the APC that the Fulani government used. Somebody constructed a railway from Nigeria down to Niger Republic and did not even do anything to his own people. That is somebody who wants to represent you as your president in Ohanaeze and Igbo. I don't know what you're thinking with me. I don't know what you're actually thinking. I don't know what people are actually reasoning. Rotimi Amaechi is coming out for the office of president of Ohanaeze and Igbo. In fact, I've been saying this. Look, if I have my way, I will shut down that organization totally. And by the grace of God, as we are going to shut it down totally. If at all we are going to have what we call Ohanaeze and Igbo, it is going to be an organization of men of proven integrity, men with principles, men who can play politics of integrity and politics of principles. That is just all about it. But if you're talking about the kind of Ohanaeze and Igbo you're talking about now, those idiots, those criminals now, as a people, you claim they are representing you. I am telling you, they are going to kill you all. They are going to kill you all. They are not representing your interest at all in any way. There is nothing called Ohanaeze and Igbo. They are nothing but a compendium of Judas, betrayers, evil people, sellouts. That is what they are. Take it or you leave it. You see, the same Amaechi that was in the Buhari's government abandoned his so-called people and rather was used to construct a railway down to Niger Republic. Niger Republic, oh. You see, whereas there is not even one road in the region where Amaechi hails from. And that is somebody that's coming out today wanting to contest. You see, wants to contest for the office of Ohanaeze and Igbo. The worst human being, as I said, is somebody who can deny his ancestry, deny his lineage. In fact, that person is a very stupid human being. In fact, he's the lowest human being in IQ than even animals and monkeys, than anything you can think of. If a person can deny his ancestry, deny his father's grave, deny everything about his life, you see, what can that person do in life? How can a reasonable human being in life take such a person seriously in life? In fact, there is this man I so much love. Whenever I see him, I feel very proud of him. I respect him to the core. And that is this man called Chimenu Amadi. Whenever I hear Chimenu Amadi talk, honestly, I feel it. I feel that this is a man who do not want his children to miss their way in life. This is a man who wants his children to know themselves, know who they are, know their identity. This is a man, a true father who cannot lie to his children. So you can all now see that education is not wisdom. Education is not principle. Education is not integrity. Hope you can see all of those things we're talking about here. Chimenu Amadi is a man. Chimenu Amadi, I am saying that you are a man. I respect you, I admire you a lot. Not these idiots sell out, useless people. Because of politics, you can deny your ancestors, deny everything you can think of. In that zoo, if you think Ohanaeze and Igbo is going to represent any one of you in that zoo, in Igbo, I am telling you, they are going to sell you out. They are going to betray you. They are going to kill you. Ohanaeze will kill you all. If you don't know. Go and find out what I'm talking about here. It's a very terrible place. You have Ohanaeze Ndigbo and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still where he is. What did Afenifere did not do? What did Afenifere not do to release Sunday Igboho, who equally fought or was fighting for the same cause Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting? What did Afenifere not do? You see, even Sunday Igboho even did worse by even broadcasting secession message. Displayed the Oduduwa flag, did all of that, the currency and everything. They tactically pushed him into Benin Republic. And from one way to another, Sunday Igboho was not even in prison anywhere in Benin Republic. That's the fact about it. And today, Sunday Igboho is a free person. You see, Showore is a free person today, and you have Ohanaeze Ndigbo. And our own brother is there who is fighting for our liberation. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a problem. Mazi Simon Ekpa, who is rising up to defend his people, is a problem. You see, do we even have to punish the people who are trying to defend themselves? Since the Nigerian government said they have no excuse, for their violence against the Igbo people. You see, Igbo in their own soil. We too, as a people, have no excuse for carrying up arms, to defend ourselves. I want to see anybody who is learned enough to come out and tell me that self-defense is a crime anywhere. I want to see that human being. You see, since you have no excuse of coming to kill our people, we are also going to carry arms to kill all of you too who are coming to kill our people. I am telling all of you this. If Ohanaeze and Igbo are coming up together again to sell our people, understand, this time around they are going to run away. They are going to run away. You see, they are going to run away. We are going to make sure that there's nothing like Ohanaeze and Igbo again at all, anywhere. Because elders cannot be in a house and the goats will deliver in a theater. You see, it can never happen anywhere at all. Look at what they're talking about, Dele Farotimi issue. Dele Farotimi is released, on bail in the sum of 50 million naira. Ask yourself, what crime did Dele Farotimi commit? For what offense? A senator there beat up somebody and wanted to almost kill the person whatsoever. He was only released on bail. He was asked to only pay 5 million naira. Dele Farotimi's own is 50 million naira. And you say you have a country. God punish all of you here. What I am saying here is that we don't recognize anything like Ohanaeze Ndigbo. They don't exist as far as we are concerned. They don't exist. And any Igbo who thinks that Ohanaeze Ndigbo is there to represent them, I am telling you, go and think again. Ohanaeze Ndigbo is a companion of murderers of killers. They are going to conspire and then kill you. That is just all about it. Take it to...
We lead a constitutional committee and committee of archbishops and bishops led by Archbishop Chukwuma of the Anglican Ecclesial Diocese of Enugu and Bishop Okpoko of the Methodist Diocese of Umuahia. He set to conflict no Ohanaeze. Unfortunately, no one knows na he kwuru. But mgbe ha return on their report that I should be sworn in as Deputy President General. Unfortunately, some persons rejected it. I let it go because Ambassador Obiozo of blessed memory, who a man of 80-something years, my own. What I'm saying, you can verify from Ambrose, who was the administrative secretary, or who is the administrative secretary of Ohanaeze Ndigbo, Ahiawa Gafe. I said, I let me leave it because of the man's achievement here, as former Nigerian ambassador to the United States of America, to Israel and Cyprus concurrently, and former professor, former director general, Nigerian Institute of International Affairs. I let it go. Then Ahiji Agamba came, he refused to implement it. Even when Deputy President General has before Obiozo. I'm contesting. I am contesting and moving, explaining to Igbo. But they are plotting that one man that they must stop from not running. What they want to achieve from that, I don't know. Agalam Igboji, and I've repeated this severally. Agalam Igboji. If there's anybody who had consistently stood his grounds and said that na ikwere na eche na ndị ọzọ ndị Igbo, and at least I'm one of them. Onye kozo unwa late Senator Obiwali, Chief Ihun Obiwali, he had been consistent. A lot of us have stood our ground. People like Igbo Barama has stood his ground. Chief Wong stood his ground. Pamela stood her ground. Many said we are Igbos. We have been persecuted. We've been victimized. We've been traumatized. We've been marginalized, to some extent excluded. But we insisted, and we still insist, that we are Igbos. Agalam ndi Igbo oji. In 1995, I was the legal advisor as a very, very young lawyer of the Eastern Nigerian Student Association, which was established by Eze, then a student, a medical student at the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. In the year 2000, I was the first director of legal services, movement for the actualization of the sovereign state of Biafra. In 2001, Chief Rafo Wazirike, my humble self, the late Prince Ojiako, we went in company of our late hero and leader, Dim Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, to Washington, D.C. to open the first Biafra House and the Voice of Biafra International, VOPI. In that same year, I was in Europe, United Kingdom, to tell the world that our people are being oppressed, being marginalized. Because the main gross of Ndi Igbo is that till today, we are not saying we are not in government, but we need to be consulted as you consult other people on what to do with our people and our destiny, our land, our resources. You need to inspire us to dream better dreams. In 2004, I was at the international conference on Biafra in Düsseldorf in Germany. That same year, I was in Switzerland in Geneva to present the case of Biafra. I got accreditation through the Society of Threatened People in Göttingen in Germany to be present in Switzerland. We had collaboration with Ekwenche based in Chicago. Documents were prepared which we told the world, look at our plights. That in spite of the fact that we are non-violent, our people are being massacred and slaughtered. If everybody had risen up then to the occasion to demand for the respect for our life and our liberty, how they treated IPOP today, they wouldn't have treated them that way. It's because people kept quiet when they were treating our people badly between 2000, 2001, 2003, that IPOP came on board and they treated them the same way they treated members of the MOSOP. I was National Legal Advisor of the Ohanaeze Igbo Youth Council. I received an award which was presented to me by the late Dr. Chukwuemeka Eze-Ife, former governor of Old Anambra. In 2017, I was elected Secretary General, sworn in. And for emphasis, it is important now I explain what led to the crisis then in Ohanaeze. Conscious of the fact that I took oath of secrecy and oath of office, but basically, the way some powers that be crushed the vision of Ndi Igbo to get the sixth state, Aba State, was responsible for some of the crisis. Second, the inordinate ambition, without considering the interests of Ndi Igbo on the short run, on the long run, and on the very long run, when they decided to adopt Atiku Abubakar, when they knew that it was going to be detrimental to the interests of our people, particularly in 2019, Atiku was going to run election against an Ikuben president with a military background. Atiku is a Northerner, Atiku is a Muslim, Atiku is a Fulani, Buhari is a Northerner, Buhari is a Muslim, Buhari is a Fulani. It was logical and objective for Ndi Igbo to support, if we must support any of the candidates, to support the candidate whose tenure will end in 2023, than to bring in another Northern, another Fulani, another Muslim to continue, and the tenure will be extended. Because power wouldn't have come back to the south in 2023, even though it didn't come to the south, to the east. But Atiku would have remained in power from 2019 to 2031, or thereabout, 2027. My principal position, and I still affirm today, that if that situation arises, I will still do what is going to be in the interest of Ndi Igbo. A considered interest, born out of patriotism, born out of nationalism, born out of commitment, born out of the strive, the desire to liberate the people in bondage. The condition to disqualify a candidate must not be outside the purview of the Constitution. The person must have been convicted of a criminal offense, which conviction is not subject to appeal. Indictment is not enough. Inquiry is not enough. 2, the person must be of unsound mind, certified by a qualified person in authority that the person is of unsound mind. The person must be bankrupt, declared bankrupt. It is important that we watch out. The plans to impose a puppet leader, to get a puppet leader from Rivers State and impose him, must be rejected, must be resisted. For students of history, when a people invade and conquer a people, one of the things they do is to implant and enthrone a puppet leader. It happened when Germany took over France in 1941. They planted a puppet leader. When the French people redeemed themselves, the puppet leader was visited with punishments. I am ready to serve the Igbo as I've always served them. Uche Namado can attest to this fact. Rafa Wazirika and others can attest to this. Chief Michael Hamba, senior advocate of Nigeria, can attest. Festus Kayamo can attest. We were when Obasanjo incarcerated us 18 feet underground. From there, we were brought out, taken to court, reminded at Suleja prison. From Suleja, were transferred to Kefi. I have been consistent and I've asked one simple question. And that question is just a very simple question arising from the recent past. The late Chief Emmanuel Iwanyan visited Rivers State to receive an award at the University of Port Harcourt. And he made a statement which of course is a factual statement that Ikwere are Igbos. He was attacked by the leadership, by a non-existing body called the Ihunua Progressive Organization, led by Okachukwu Dibia. Nobody said anything, including the National Public Secretary, Chief Alex Obunna, said nothing. He said nothing. He's on record, he said nothing. He has no facts. I wrote in three national papers, The Sun, The Punch, and The Nation, each one full page. And I stated in black and white that we are not only Igbos, but we have nothing to do with where they purportedly claim we came from, Benin. And I went to the extent to state, to write, to reveal. I revealed for the first time that Obo Benin had earlier written 20-something years ago that the Ikule and the Che people were Igbo people. Namen is here, he can attest to it. I brought that book and showed the world. I got it from the UK. That Obo Benin had already said that we are Igbos. And he was in Ahoda from 1954 to 1965 for 11 years as Assistant District Commissioner. And he knew, as a fact, because he was not only an administrator, he was a magistrate here, that the Ikure and the Che people were typical Igbos. Typical Igbos. When I wrote that, the next they resorted was to call the IG to arrest me, do that. And I said, I'm in my house and I dare the IG and the DSS to arrest me. And I'm here because you said something and I replied you. There's nothing that concerns the police with that. When under Governor Wike, our people were locked down. In their tens and hundreds, they died and were sickened. I stood up and wrote an open letter to him, to Governor Wike. I was on Plus Television, every radio station, and demanded, amongst others, a revocation of that imposition of coffee. But my argument was simple, assuming without conceding that those who have committed crimes were members of IPOP. I asked the question, are pregnant women, children, the aged, the blind, the crippled, members of IPOP, that you lock down a whole local government area and allow them to perish? That was the question I asked. It was given strong publicity. And of course, he went at the heat of at the heat of the federal government clamping down on IPOP and IPOP as an institution and its leadership. He said the people were from Benin. They are now Igbos, and they had nothing to do with Igbos. I took it upon myself. That's 4 years ago. December 5th. Yesterday made it exactly 4 years. I wrote 5 pages in the Vanguard. Pages 1, 9, 10, 11, and 12. December 5th, 2020. With Wike, why deny your Igbo root? I chronicled what transpired in the past that were Igbos. Some persons have said, who don't know me very well, that, oh, I said, I'm saying this because I want to be President General. I will refer them to a book written by Reverend Fadeziane, titled, In Biafra, Africa Died. They should go and read that book. They should ask Comfort Obi, the publisher of the Source magazine, 20-something years ago. They should ask Vito Gene, who is a member of the House of Reps now, from Anambra, who was then the assistant editor in Source magazine. When I said, and it was given front cover, Ikwere Igbos, 20-something years ago. I've mentioned names. I've mentioned Antikofo to be the publisher of Source magazine then. I've mentioned Vito Gene, Honorable Vito Gene is a member of the House of Reps. He interviewed me in Lagos, and I said, we're Igbos. When Rike was driven out of Owerri, his house was burnt along 153 Okigwe Road. And his life was in danger. He's alive. Chief Raf was Rike. I took a decision that shocked all members of MASOP. I said, Chief, move to Port Harcourt. He came. The fear was where I'm going to stay. I said, you stay in my house. And he stayed in my house for 6 months. From my house, we went to the US. When I'm talking about the year 2001, Chief Raf was Rike is alive. 23 years ago. When I believe in something, I believe in it to a point where I am ready to lay down my life. When I'm convinced, I'm not a fair weather friend. I'm not a fair weather Igbo. I'm Igbo. My DNA is Igbo. My blood is Igbo. My body is Igbo. My spirit and soul is Igbo. If Igbo Development Foundation, Aki Kenga, Ndi Igbo Lagos, all Pan-Igbo groups, the Ikwere people who in their majority believe they're Igbos, but are afraid of the few. They're afraid of the few. They don't rise up to this occasion. A puppet leader will be drawn. And I can tell you, in time of difficulty, that puppet leader will say that Ikweres are not Igbos. And it is going to be the statement of the Ohanaeze President General. The Ohanaeze President General will say, I found out from every record and fact available that we are not Igbos. And that will seal the argument that Ikweres are Igbo forever and ever. He will seal it. Igbos are facing existential threat. They are facing existential threat. And I've said it without numbers. Their threat is the threat of compelling them to deny their very identity. It had happened in history, and of course those who were students of the Bible. The man who made Moses to go into exile was not an Egyptian, it was a Jew who said, you want to kill me the way you killed the Egyptian. Those who don't know where we are coming from may not know where we are going to. We are facing a battle. That battle had been on. That battle was a battle for which Joseph Uobo and the leaders of our people made their presentation to Henry Willink in 1957 that from Port Harcourt to Onitsha was Igbo land. We are still facing battles and upon battles upon battles. What happened 3-4 years ago to Owerri, where the son of Ubiwale bought form to run for Deputy President General, and some nocturnal interest group in Ohanaeze said there was not going to be any election, that he should not run, was regrettable. It's still something that everybody who hears it regrets. I'm ready for the contest.
So I would not be surprised that Asad Okubo will even come out to contest for this Ohanaeze Igbo, because these are people that we have seen that they have 100 tongues. Today they are Igbo, tomorrow they are not Igbo. Today they are supporting the Igbos, tomorrow they are against the Igbos. Because what are off me that pay me more is Dokuba Asare. I've heard him many times say that he's Igbo. I've also heard him many times say that he's not Igbo. So do you see how this thing is going? So we need someone that is consistent, that have taken, even when there is trouble, and say that yes, I'm an Igbo man. Because these persons have denied Igbo so countless times, and then you want to make him the leader of the Igbos, so that tomorrow he will come to you and deny all the Igbos, and then the Igbos will bite. Because we need someone that will stand in the gap for the Igbo, say yes, I am an Igbo man, despite what happens in any trouble, any challenges, through thick and thin, I am an Igbo man. Not this person that have come out to deny Igbo many times. Rotimi Amaechi have denied Igbo many times. Dokuba Asare have denied Igbo many times. And I don't know why Dokuba Asare don't look. I don't even understand him. Because tomorrow he's a Ikwere man, tomorrow he's the River State person, tomorrow he's an Igbo man. And he said that Igbo blood runs through him, and tomorrow he said that Igbo blood does not run through him. So you have different tongues, denying Igbos up and down. And then it's time for election, so we know the person that will lead Igbo, they are all coming out to contest. I don't think it's best if we allow that to happen, because we will face the consequences later on if we allow these things happen. Because this is actually a warning to the Igbos to be wise, open your eyes, know who and who is in for this and who is just there for the title. Because you someone that is ready to give himself, all of himself, that this, I want to lead Igbos and this is where I stand with the Igbos. Let's make right decisions. So I will see you guys in my next video. You can as well air your views about your own candidates in the comment section, and if you're new here, you can subscribe to our channel to get notified that we post new content. See you guys in my next video.